Contact your local cable company to get in the circle.
Coming up on Mountain News at 6, we'll take you to the graveside procession and have the emotional final call for fallen Big Stone Gap officer Michael Chandler. And a fire truck was donated to the Salyersville Fire Department, fulfilling a dream of the late Magoffin County Rescue Squad Captain Carter Conley.
Jack Frost's visits are becoming a little bit more frequent as we enter the last 2 weeks of meteorological fall. I'll have the full details on our chilly temperatures coming up right now at 6.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Some first responders in Magoffin County are celebrating a new addition while remembering a life lost to COVID-19. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from the Magoffin County Rescue Squad, its new rescue truck that was recently donated, and what that truck means to the squad's members and the community.
The Magoffin County Rescue Squad serves their community on a daily basis, answering whenever and wherever duty calls.
We do swiftwater rescue, high angle rescue, search and rescue, just anything to do with it. We have drone programs to help with the search, and anything to do with EMS or helping anybody out.
On Wednesday, the squad received a sizable donation in the form of a large fire truck. The truck was donated to the city of Salyersville from the Allen Volunteer Fire Department in Floyd County. The city then quickly donated the truck to the rescue squad. The fluorescent green color means a lot to the squad after the death of Captain Carter Conley, who died after contracting a breakthrough case of COVID-19.
He passed in September the 12th of COVID. So getting this truck brings a lot of memories back to us, because that's, like I said, it's his favorite color.
Captain Marshall and Sergeant Slusher say they plan to use the new truck predominantly for water rescues, but it could be used at many different rescue operations.
We're going to use it like for floods and stuff, you know, like wreck nighttime or something. You got steam lights on it. It helps a lot.
Both men also say the truck will be named Big C 101, which was Captain Conley's nickname and unit number.
We greatly appreciate the donation. It means a lot to the rescue squad, and we will utilize it the best way we know how.
Giving thanks for the generosity of others and remembering those who were gone too soon. In Magoffin County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Rescue squad officials say the new decals for the truck will hopefully be finished before Christmas and will include window decals featuring Captain Conley.
A fall chill back in the air tonight after a cold front moved through earlier on today, and we are really feeling like late fall out there now after highs in the 70s yesterday. Camera from UVA Wise showing the dreary day that we had around the region, but we're finishing it off on a pretty nice note with a beautiful sunset working through there as skies begin to clear out into portions of Wise County. Buffalo Mountain camera from Perry County, you can kind of see the remnants of that sunset there in the distance. By the way, sitting at 37, one of the cooler spots right now around the region. Upper 30s and low 40s at many spots right now. The only spot cooler than Hazard, Wise, sits at 36. So we will continue to see the last of our rainfall push on out of the region. It's already out of southwest Virginia, and those clouds are starting to clear out tonight as well. So we're into the upper 20s for overnight lows tonight with mostly cloudy skies. I'll have the latest on even colder weather and when we could finally see a little bit of moderation again coming up in just a bit. Steve?
Evan, thank you. Officer Michael Chandler took his final patrol through the Big Stone Gap area today, joined by loved ones and first responders from across the region. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about why hundreds stood in the rain to see him off.
Michael Chandler always stood for more than himself.
His character speaks for itself.
With a heart for his community.
He's a fine officer, a father, and a husband. He was a firefighter.
Always ready to serve.
He was a good man.
A call that he answered until his final day, when he was shot in the line of duty Saturday.
Disbelief, shock, and then the tears came.
That shooting, on his 29th birthday, meant he would not live to celebrate.
Yeah, the mood is really, I would call it somber today.
So his community stood out Thursday for the man who always stood up for them.
That's a beautiful sight to see, that you can love someone that much. We may not even know them.
As first responders from all around the region joined him on his final patrol.
This is the last call for Officer 512. Firefighter 5508. Michael Chandler of the Big Stone Gap and Fire Department. Thank you, sir.
As he leaves his legacy,
we have to watch you so valiantly fought for. We had the line, you gave everything to defend.
by never truly leaving those for whom he gave it all to serve.
May you rest in peace, knowing the town of Big Stone Gap and the county of Wise know you gave it all to protect us. Wise clear.
In Wise County, Virginia, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Just a heartbreaking final call today, as they all are. The procession lasted around half an hour with at least 5 states represented through various agencies, but those involved say it is only a portion of the lives Officer Chandler touched. One person is dead following a crash involving 2 cars on US 460 in Magoffin County yesterday. Kentucky State Police say they received a call a little before 4 in the afternoon about a crash in Salyersville. Troopers discovered that 23-year-old Tyler McAllister drove his car into a truck driven by 51-year-old Cam Price. The Magoffin County coroner pronounced McAllister dead at the scene. We have no word on Price's condition. Kentucky's roads seem to be getting more dangerous following a troubling national trend that started during the pandemic. Traffic fatalities increased 13% from 2020, a year where traffic deaths had already increased by 8%. Researchers found that younger drivers going too fast on less crowded roads during the pandemic are driving the increase.
What's worrisome is that as we have gone forward, traffic has started to pick back up, and drivers have not changed those habits to accommodate the increase in traffic. And that's why we're seeing fatalities continue to rise.
Statewide, 43 more people have died on the roads in 2021 than in 2020 so far. We'll have more on why that could be and what drivers need to do to stay safe coming up tonight at 11. More Kentucky voters are registering as Republicans. The State Board of Elections says the GOP has grown by more than 113,000 people since Governor Beshear's inauguration. Meanwhile, Kentucky's Democratic Party is down by more than 44,000 voters. Despite the shift, more Democrats are still registered to vote in Kentucky overall. Some good news for 3 eastern Kentucky counties affected by the historic March flooding. WYMT's Corey Sanning has more on Governor Beshear's announcement in today's Team Kentucky update.
An initiative to help clean up a mess left behind by natural disasters.
These eastern Kentucky counties were hit by historic flooding, but this funding will ensure our families can once again travel on safe roads and bridges and have the confidence that their infrastructure can withstand what we will see in the future.
Governor Andy Beshear announcing Thursday more than $1.1 million in funding for Morgan, Johnson, and Lawrence counties, after all 3 counties sustained heavy flood damage in March of 2021.
Without your help on these local small county budgets, we can't continue to do the repairs and do the maintenance that it requires to help everyone.
Johnson County was one of the heaviest hit areas. Judge Executive Mark McKenzie says the area suffered more than $3 million in structural damage.
We experienced significant damages back in February and March from 2 natural disasters. You have stress at the time that the disaster occurs, and then you have stress on your community as you try to recover from that.
All officials in attendance are hopeful this will help get necessary work done.
Without these monies, we would be strapped. We're strapped now, but because of you and what you've done, it's going to make us a much better place to live, and it's going to keep our citizens safe.
Still recovering months later, but knowing the funds will help rebuild communities. Corey Sanning, WYMT Mountain News.
Governor Beshear says he's confident this funding will relieve concerns for the foreseeable future. Governor Beshear is also announcing 4 initiatives to help boost Kentucky's unemployment system. The first is a new UI system for the unemployment office. The second, an ID.me verification system to eliminate unemployment fraud. The governor says the third is to propose funding for sufficient permanent staff for the unemployment office. And fourth is to merge the education and labor cabinets into one unit. The governor also urged Kentuckians to get their booster shot ahead of Thanksgiving next week. The Team Kentucky website says the Commonwealth saw 1,855 new cases of COVID today, but also as of today, more than 446,000 Kentuckians have received their booster shot ahead of the holiday, something Governor Beshear strongly encourages everyone to do as soon as possible.
Get it before Thanksgiving. Make sure that when you sit down at that Thanksgiving table with the people you love, you have the highest level of immunity to protect them. Also, if you got kids like mine, 5 to 11, at least get them that first shot before Thanksgiving.
Those looking to get a booster can do so by contacting their local health care provider. Tennessee is still way ahead of Kentucky in the Big Blue Crush blood drive. They have a 350-person lead. UK fans still have tomorrow to catch up, though. The Kentucky Blood Center has donor centers in Somerset and Pikeville. You can also contribute at any mobile blood drive. You do get some free items for donating, including a t-shirt. A big honor for 2 Moorhead brothers behind the brand New Frontier. Joshua and Jared Ravenscraft have been named local legends. It's part of Wild Turkey's Trust Your Spirit campaign. The 2 were honored in Nashville for their work to give back to the community through their business and music. Now, New Frontier is partnering again with Sunday Best, who you see there, for a Giving Tuesday concert. It will air November 30th at 8 o'clock on the band's Facebook page. Proceeds will go to the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky. Headed out to
region championships tomorrow night. Grab the cold weather gear because you're definitely going to need it. I'll have the very latest straight ahead.
I stepped on Evan's line. Sorry about that, Evan. Now, how county officials in Letcher County are planning to use their $1 million grant to help expand their farmers market. We'll have that story coming up as well.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose.